evening, ghosts and ghouls. You're listening to a horrible podcast.
Good evening, ghosts and ghouls. It's the one, the only, JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And we're back with the movie review of The Bogeyman.
Got him.
Oh,
This is the kind of episode you're in store for, people. I'm so not sorry. I've had a day.
yep. We just got back from the theater seeing Stephen King's adaptation. Can't fucking talk. It's a Stephen King short.
Good damn.
It's a short story.
by Stephen King.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogie Woogie Man. If you heard that clip, it was from a local band named ICP.
Local. From all the way down here in the deep south.
Deep South. Double barrel chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. I wish I didn't know that.
But anyway, yeah, this is our review of that film. We just got it fresh in our minds, so we figured we'd knock out an episode and give you our thoughts and feelings and rating on this particular movie.
Can we address people real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to vent a little bit. We all pay money to go to the theaters for entertainment. Like, be courteous. Don't be a cunt.
Yeah, don't be a cut.
A cunt.
Yeah, don't be a cunt. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. There's no reason. Look, if you go to the movies with your friends, there's no reason to fucking jibber jabber.
The whole goddamn movie.
Yeah, like, you're going to talk to your friends before the movie and after the movie. You don't need to talk during the movie. The whole point, I understand that people's attention span. If your attention span is that short to where you can't sit down for an hour and 20 minutes and watch a movie or something without disturbing others with your hideous giggling and your whispers and your... you name it, we heard it tonight.
Oh, my God.
And the fucked up thing is it was only about 20 people in the theater.
Yeah, it wasn't that many, but the two sets of people that was there fucking ruined it for everybody. Would just not shut the fuck up. Fucking stupid young white girls.
Yeah, giggly. Yeah, this is what you heard the whole time. You heard that, and then you heard, when somebody tells a joke and you kind of like doing that.
I wanted a Homer Simpson two-hand choke these cunts.
Yeah, they were really bad, and, you would think that movies do a good job of portraying these people as obnoxious. They just don't get it. It's not just black people, folks. It's not just black people that talk and annoy people during movies.
Yeah, that stereotype's bullshit. I'm tired of that stereotype.
Yeah. All races do it, and...
I think white girls are the worst.
Young white girls.
Yeah.
Fuck
you white twaffles.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to get all, it kind of fucked up my movie experience for me.
And, it's not like back in the day where, people go to the movies and they see a horror film and they're reacting to it like, oh, that scared me or whatever. They were doing that, but they were doing it over the top. They were screaming.
Yeah.
And this,
for attention is what they were screaming for.
Because as we get into the movie, there was a couple of jump scares, but
Didn't get us, but
it didn't get us, but
Anyway.
there was no reason for any of the bad stuff. I mean, it was just it didn't feel like we was watching a horror movie with all the giggling. It felt like we was watching a goddamn Medea movie or something.
Comedy movie.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
we did get to watch this with my godson, your son Zach. Shout out to Zach.
Yep.
Our good buddy Brandon, the only person that listens to this ridiculous fucking podcast. Love you, buddy. Be safe in your adventures to Connecticut land. And
is it Connecticut?
Yeah, they're going to Connecticut.
I thought they was going to Georgia. Why did I?
Georgia. Anyway,
they're going somewhere on an airplane.
They're going to Connecticut. They're not driving this time.
Oh, okay. Where the fuck did I hear Georgia from? I don't know.
Anyway,
maybe I don't know. Maybe I just got Georgia on the mind.
Before jumping into the Bogeyman review, we got to see
some trailers.
Some trailers. We got to see Insidious: The Red Door.
Insidious: The Red Door, which looks pretty good. They're promoting this as the final chapter.
We'll see about that.
You know, they're kind of doing this. You know, they showed little clips from all the other movies that are supposedly leading up to this one. So
yeah.
We'll see. But the one that kind of surprised us a bit, it was short and it was kind of fucking sweet. And it makes us kind of want to watch the movie, which is The Nun 2. It wasn't really a trailer, it's more like a teaser, but it was the perfect thing of, we are not big on the first Nun movie at all.
No.
And this little teaser actually makes us want to watch The Nun 2. That's how pretty effective and pretty decent it was.
Actually, the one time I jumped during this whole fucking movie experience was the fucking Nun thing.
Yeah.
It actually got me.
You know, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I believe that the first Nun, you got the backstory out of the way. You got kind of like the slow build up out of the way. Now you know the character, and you can just go ape shit with it. I'm hoping that's how it is.
Yeah. I hope they just go over the top with fucking killing people.
Absolutely. Well,
all right.
I guess we got to get
now
into this boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
I'm your boogeyman.
I guess we should. I don't want to really fucking go scene for scene in this movie because this movie is a very, very slow burn. Like, this is a slow burn movie.
Yeah, we'll just give you like a rundown. Basically, what happens is you get an opening in a room, and it's a crib in there, and obviously it's a baby. I'd say maybe 1-2 years old, and you have the creature, which is the boogeyman, imitating, I guess, the father. You know, don't cry, it's daddy, shit like that. Just doing kind of creepy shit, and you get
some blood splatter.
Yeah, there's like a picture, and obviously the boogeyman got the baby. Yeah. And then we cut to what is going to become the main family of this movie, which is a guy who's he's a doctor, psychiatrist, and he has 2 daughters, an older daughter and a probably maybe 7-8-year-old at the most.
Yeah.
And they recently lost their mother in a car accident, I believe it was.
Yes.
And everybody is just trying to get back to normal. Some people, none of them are, of course, dealing with it very well, and they're trying their best. And you can tell right off the bat that the older daughter kind of really needs to sit down and talk to her father about it, but the father's just not ready to have that type of conversation.
Yeah, he's not really ready to, I guess, move on.
Yeah, so he tells her to go talk to another psychiatrist because he can't deal with it. Yeah. Meanwhile, this guy wanders in off the street and asks for help, and the doc kind of okays it, even though he's kind of creepy. And the man's like, the police, everybody thinks that I did it. He's like, what? He's like, kill my whole family. Or kill, not my whole family, but his kids. Like, he had like 3 kids.
Yeah.
And he goes on to explain some stuff, and he immediately thinks he's kind of a nut job, so.
Yeah.
He opens this little journal thing that he's been sketching, and he shows them like what he's been seeing, and of course it's crazy to the doc.
Yeah.
It's one of those like
black figure type situation.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, turns out the guy wanders through the house, and the older daughter gets quite a spook.
Yeah. From what I gathered, by him coming into the house, he brought the boogeyman there, and then the boogeyman latched on to their, like, hurt and sorrow.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty much...
that's how he kind of, like, finds people.
Yeah, the boogeyman, he
it wasn't very clear on that.
Well, they did say that, or... Well, later on it's explained with other characters, and we'll get there, but... The guy is found hanging.
Yeah.
But there's blood.
Yeah. And it was like...
I don't know. It's a very dark movie. I couldn't see if he was hanging or if he was hanging on a hook.
Yeah, I couldn't tell neither.
It's very dark.
Yeah.
It's very dark. It's one of the criticism right off the bat. Too many horror movies these days are too fucking dark. They're so scared that somebody is going to point out that something looks fake or the CGI is not good or whatever. So everything just has to be so goddamn dark.
Yeah, we don't mean like dark as in concept. We mean like as in look.
Yeah, and it all
looks
you know
so
what?
dark.
It all started with AVPR.
God damn you.
Alien versus Predator Rectum or whatever the fuck it Requiem.
Rectum damn near killed him.
Yeah. That movie was... Would you stop?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be doing a
I
goddamn
had
podcast.
I had boiled eggs today, and I'm paying for it. I'm bloated. I had taquitos, some scotch. I need a crap and a nap, and I don't need an audience.
But he's hanging or whatever.
Yeah.
And, the ambulance comes and gets him, and yeah, you're right. Later on in the film, basically, there's nothing really to report other than there's instances of both of the daughters having, like, experiences. It's just spook here, spook there. That's basically all you need to know.
Yeah.
Until we get to, the older daughter starts doing some research on the guy that supposedly killed himself. Everybody, the boogeyman killed him.
Yeah.
But she traces the address back, and she goes to this house, and it's all fucked up. The dishes piled up, blah, blah, blah. Supposedly this is where he lived, and that's where we meet his wife. And that's where his wife tells, the woman tells the girl that it feeds off of people's sorrow. It feeds off of people's emotions that can't move on or, depression or whatever, and it kind of attaches itself. And she's kind of batshit crazy, too. She's got a shotgun. She's got all these candles, and, I've been following the patterns. And all this other shit. And, yeah, that's it. And there's more spooky...